So you would probably say to me, now Pastor Tim, be responsible. Don't do anything I wouldn't do, right? Please honor me, take care of my phone. Do the right thing for this. I'm depending on your conscience. Do the right thing, Pastor Tim. Don't just, make a mess. And I think that's one of the applications here. If for you to live, someone had to die, that means that your life, because for you to live, someone had to die. Because of that, your life is on loan from God. That means not just your social media accounts, but everything you look at, everything you hear, everything you eat, everything you do, everything you say, everything you dream to do, everything about your life inside and out, how you relate to people, everything is like one of God's cell phones that He has given to you for however long you live. Your life is not yours. Because if someone had to die so that you could live, then this life doesn't really belong to you. It's actually just on loan to you. You're just borrowing it. And so what does that mean? That means that you don't make decisions on your own. You don't just say, well, I feel like I want to do this. You work by certain principles. You think about who you're living for. You think, this changes everything about how you live and how you look at your life. Because your life is not your own. It's on loan. It's on borrowed. It's taking something that God has given you. And I think sometimes we forget. We think, oh, my life is my life, right? And I made my life out of what, but actually you didn't. In order for you to live, someone had to die. Jesus had to die. Jesus had to, if Jesus didn't die, you have no purpose for living. You have no reason for living. You have no significance in living. That's what it means, because you deserve to die. You were that broken and cut. But someone died so that you could live, and so now your life is turned around. Another thing. Okay. So, if in order for you to live, someone had to die, I would say you have nothing to be proud of. On the main campus, right, I started about a year and a half ago, and immediately, one of the things, actually at the last church I was at, actually 2 churches ago, when I was at, like 10 years ago, there was this game. It's called Clash of Clans. Right? It came out at that time, and it came out, and I leveled up to Town Hall 9, maxed out everything, and then I was too afraid to go 10. So much work. Right? But anyway, so we played this game, and then when I came to main campus about a year and a half ago, I realized that nobody plays this game, right? There's very few people play it. But there was this other game that people played a lot. Right? It's called Clash Royale. Right? Same kind of characters, made by the same company, so I started playing the game. King level 13, thank you. So now I play this game, and I invested a lot of time, playing with kids and so on. Played on my own, it's fun, whatever. But then about, I don't know, maybe 6 months ago, 8 months ago, whatever, another game started to trend, right? And this game called Brawl Stars, right? Made by the same company, but it's a totally different game, right? Totally different style of game, totally whatever, right? And in this game, there's a ranking system. There's a ranking system called trophies, okay? And you don't need to know anything about this game, but except for the fact there are trophies. And so I started playing this game, and it takes time to get trophies, right? So I'm trying to get more trophies. So I got maybe like 2,000 or 3,000 trophies, right? Which is not that much, right? So say 3,000 trophies. Now there are kids in my youth group with 10,000 trophies, 12,000 trophies, 13,000 trophies. I think it might be even more than that, right? And I'm looking at this list of all my friends, which are all obviously youth in my youth group, right? And I'm the bottom. I'm like the last person. I'm the very bottom, right? But yeah, I don't, so yeah, I got some work to do. I get paid. This is what I get paid to do. Play Brawl Stars, right? So that's very important. But it doesn't bother me that I'm on the bottom. But I would guess, for some of us, where we are in the standing of our friends, whether it's Brawl Stars trophies or some other kind of game or some kind of something else, it does matter. And if you don't think it doesn't, I would challenge you guys to think outside of games. Think about school. Does your academic record, does your class rank or school rank, does it matter? How much, I mean, I think it does matter, but how much do you care about it? And I think this is to me, I mean, just personally, to me, this is kind of the test of how much you value it. When you drop in, say, trophies, or when you drop in class rank, or you drop, or you have performance that doesn't go as well as you do, or you have a race that you get whatever place and it's not as good, whatever it is, whatever those things are that are kind of the most important to you, when you don't meet the expectation, or you have the fear of not meeting the expectation, because some of you just work so hard that you just never do drop, right? But if you have the fear of that, how do you respond to that? You see, I think for some of us, we are, it's disappointing. It's sad. It hurts. It's difficult. We want to do better next time. But for some of us, it breaks us. It destroys us. It's something that we can't handle it. And maybe externally we can handle it, but deep down inside, it keeps us up. It makes us short-tempered. It makes us angry at our siblings and our friends. We start to take it out on other things, or maybe we even, you even get headaches and stomach aches and whatever. It really goes deep down inside of us. And you see, when that to me, I think, may help you identify the things which are really valuable to you. The things which are really founding who you are inside. And when you see that, what I want you to remember is, if for you to live, someone had to die, then why are you chasing after that? Why do you have to be so proud of that? Why does it matter how many trophies you have, or what your class rank is, or what if you won this race, or whatever? I mean, sure, it matters somewhat, right? Because everybody's got to, you got to do school, you got to run the race, you got to, play the game, whatever. It matters to some level. But when it destroys you, you've forgotten that even for you to live, somebody had to die. Because if for you to live, someone had to die, you have nothing to be proud of. You have nothing that you cannot form your identity and form your self-worth and form your, on these things. Because even your fundamental just existence was based on somebody dying. Somebody else's gift to you. I think another way in which this really applies is in how you are loved. I think of, I think you mentioned social media, right? I think of social media. I think sometimes we have these perceptions of who we are on social media. Like I remember a few years ago at the last church, I like to reset my social media every once in a while because it's just too many friends. So basically, too many friends. It's like you go, like for example, I go speak at a retreat, right? And then everybody at the retreat, like friends me or adds me something. I don't even know who these people are, right? But then it's you want to be nice, right? Because I'm a pastor, right? I'm supposed to be nice, right? So it's like, oh yeah, message whatever. But honestly, like I don't even know their last name, right? I just know their handle, right? So anyway, the point is, there's on Facebook, right? I used to have thousands of friends, thousands of friends. And I was like, I don't even know, like half these people are filling out my feed, I don't even know who these are. Right? And then, so this last church I was at, I reset my Instagram account. Okay? So I created a new Instagram account. And I did this actually right in front of the youth. So I was at church and I created the Instagram account. And then, the connect with friends thing, to connect with your contacts, stuff like that. So you connect with contacts. And then, like, within that day, I had something like, I don't know exactly, but I would say something like 500 followers. And the kids were like, whoa, these are all middle school and high school, right? They're like, whoa, how'd you get so many? I was like, I don't even know how to, like, even looking at their Instagram, I don't even know who they are. But and why does that matter? And having a lot of friends, or having an image, or having a certain, page, or a certain thing that is a certain, that's fine, it's not a big deal. But if you want followers, if you want people to look at you and say, wow, that's a natural feeling. But if you can't live without that, then you've forgotten this. You've forgotten that in order for you to live, someone had to die, and someone did die. Jesus died. You've forgotten that the God of all creation, the God of the universe, died for you. He loves you in such a way that he would die for you. And so, because you forgot that, what you're looking for is more followers, more likes, more views, more subscriptions, more more approval. You walk through the door of school, and more people looking at you and saying, I wish I was like that person. That's what we're looking for. We are constantly looking for that. More and more. And there's nothing, if you're that kind of person that walk through the school and people look at you and say that, I'm not trying to say you need to not be like that. But I'm trying to say when your identity is that, and that's all you're looking for, and that's all you want, and that's the most important